East is a delicate matter, and our today's hero, as anyone else, is familiar with the nuances of diplomatic service in the Eastern countries. He has represented the interests of Kazakhstan in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, the State of Kuwait, Sultanate of Oman, Kingdom of Bahrain, where he was a permanent representative of his country in the Organization of Islamic Conference. After a short period of work in Kazakhstan, he was again sent to the East. Meet our today's hero, Kayrat Lama Sharif, Extraordinary and Plenipotentiary Ambassador of the Republic of Kazakhstan in the United Arab Emirates. Long relationships with the Arab East of Kayrat Lama Sharif began almost 40 years ago, when a young teacher decided to master the subtleties of Oriental in one of the largest universities of Kazakhstan. Mr. Lama Sharif was very fond of a multifaceted, distant and yet close in spirit and culture, the world of East. Over the years, he learned a lot about the complex world in the most categorical form while working in Saudi Arabia, the Sultanate of Oman, and liberal version during the current operation status as the ambassador of Kazakhstan to the United Arab Emirates, a country where strict East foundations and tolerant attitude to the Western tradition harmoniously combined. Kazakhstan Embassy in the United Arab Emirates opened in 2006. Kayrat Lama Sharif is leading it from 2013. And from the outset, he stressed the similarity of our countries on the mental level, mutual friendliness and interest. People of the United Arab Emirates don't need any information about Kazakhstan. They have reached such a level when they can give us a lecture about Kazakhstan. Because in the first place, they know Kazakhstan is a strong country. They recognize the great future of Kazakhstan. They are interested in investing into our country's economy. They especially do not invest in other countries. According to the latest data of the UAE Ministry of Economy, Kazakhstan, along with the US and Western countries, is one of the top 10 countries in which the UAE is investing. We have all the conditions that makes it very convenient to invest in Kazakhstan. At present, the amount of investment of the United Arab Emirates into Kazakhstan is amounted to more than $2 billion, which makes Emirates one of our major investors. Speaking at the Economic Forum, the head of the state noted that direct investments attracted over the years of independence accumulated to $255 billion. This means that $2 billion of them were drawn from the UAE. Together with that, in 2013, $532 million. In 2014, $198 million. For 6 months of 2015, $50 million was drawn to our economy. Bilateral trade relations, in general, they continue to evolve. There is a steady trend towards an expansion. Joint private equity fund works quite effectively for several years now. Another special project on the list is construction of multifunctional complex Abu Dhabi Plaza in Astana, worth more than $1.5 billion. After its commissioning, it will be the tallest building not only in the country, but also in the whole of Central Asia. And on a global scale, the building height will be 14. Also, the first Islamic bank in the CIS is working in Astana, with a capitalization of more than $175 million. As you know, a single bank of Islamic finance operates in Kazakhstan. It is Al Hilal Bank, which is owned by the government of Abu Dhabi. This bank offers a wide range of loans based on Islamic finance system without interest. The activity of the Islamic bank Al Hilal is expanding. The portfolio is increasing, and we have also set up a joint investment fund, Falah. This fund's capital is estimated at $500 million. They finance various projects in the Karaganda and Jambul regions. In Almaty region, they built a poultry farm, so the prospect of use of funds for Islamic finance is an important element.
В Карагандинской области, Жамбульской области, в Алматинской области они построили птицефабрику. Поэтому перспектива использовать средства через исламское финансирование – это важный элемент.
In the future, by improving the relationship of small and medium-sized businesses, we can achieve a lot. In this specific industry, we set the main task of participation in business forums and the many conferences that take place in the regions and the regional Akimat. At the end of April, at the recent investment forum in Shymkent, participated a group of entrepreneurs. At this point, in the industry for growing sugar, there is a well-known billionaire, a citizen named Jamal Alarel. After his trip to South Kazakhstan, he wants to go with his project on the cultivation of sugar beet.
Осы оңтүстік Қазақстанда қант қызылшасын өсіру жөнінде өзінің жобасымен енгелі отыр.
Trade and economic relations within the two countries, Kayrat Lama Sharif considers as quite active. United Arab Emirates are in first place in the list of countries of the Persian Gulf in the level of trade turnover with Kazakhstan. And in the coming years, the bilateral trade partnership planned to only expand.
Екі жақты сауда қатынастар жалпы ілгерілі дамуда және кеңейтуге тұрақты үрдіске ие. Біріккен Араб Әмірліктері Қазақстан Республикасының
The trade turnover between the UAE and Kazakhstan reached a figure that occupies 52nd place among 205 countries of the world. Of these, among the 42 Asian countries, 16th place and among the countries of the Persian Gulf is on the first place. According to statistical data of Customs of the Republic of Kazakhstan, in 2015, the trade turnover between the two countries reached $109.5 million. Of them, exports amounted to $42.5 million and imports. Of them, exports amounted to $42.5 million and imports $67 million. Now investors and partners with the UAE show special attention to agro-industrial complex. In their opinion, the industry will be the driving force for the development of bilateral cooperation. For development of this direction, Embassy held 7 business forums and a roadshow in Dubai with the participation of agricultural producers in the last 2 years. One of the most important tools in the development of economic and trade relations is the use of the potential of the UAE ports as southern gate for bigger corridor. The main advantage of the seaports in the UAE is the presence of the warehouses, the possibility of the entry of all types of transport, and the proximity of major economic regions.
Әмірліктердегі теңіз портының негізгі басымдықтарын қоймалардың болуы, оған көліктің барлық түрлерінің шығу мүмкіндігі, сондай-ақ ірі еркін экономикалық аймақтардың жақын орналасуы жатады.
United Arab Emirates, a country not only with highly developed infrastructure, it is a kind of huge transport hub. Emirates, it is also a mild climate, the English-speaking population, legal culture. Dubai is the third city in the world for the development of tourism. Therefore, it is logical that one of the largest Asian financial centers is located here. According to the type of such a center, in the Dubai, a new financial center will be created in Astana. It starts its work in 2017. By the way, one of the main areas of its work will be the Islamic finance.
Дубай халықаралық қаржы орталығы қызметінің тәжірибесі Астана қаржы орталығын дамыту.
It is expected that the experience of the Dubai International Financial Center can give impetus to the development of the International Financial Center of Astana, as it will allow to attract to Kazakhstan's economy up to $350 billion. The volume of Islamic finance could reach $40 billion. As you know yourself, one of the new directions of the International Financial Center of Astana is funding many of Kazakhstan's economy through Islamic financing projects. Using the experience of the Dubai International Financial Center, on our assessment and evaluation of some experts, we expect that funding will reach $40 billion. Today, the initiative of the Dubai International Financial Center, between the National Bank of Kazakhstan, the Kazakh Financial Exchange, and NASDAQ Dubai, the Supreme Court of the Republic of Kazakhstan, and the Courts of Dubai International Financial Center, a memorandum of understanding was signed.
Dubai халықаралық қаржы орталығы соттары арасындағы өзара түсіністік меморандумына қол қойылған.
In the new school season in Astana, Kazakh UAE schools will open its doors. Its construction is the will of UAE President Sheikh Khalifa bin Zayed Al Nahyan. A grant of $13 million was allocated from his charity foundation for construction of these schools. Ultra-modern schools were designed for 900 students. In September 2017, after Astana International Financial Center will begin its work, many investors are willing to move with their families to our country. That is, once they come with their families, the appropriate schools are required so their children could get an education. For example, in the United Arab Emirates, there are schools that teach a SABI system. That is, no matter what the country you live in, graduates of this particular school can directly enroll in several universities in the US after 12 years. We want to introduce this system in the Kazakh Emirati school. Kayrat Lama Sharif is sure that now the relationships of United Arab Emirates and Kazakhstan have reached a qualitatively new level. There is a transition from the traditional cooperation to strategic partnership. The two countries are interested in each other in a variety of aspects. By the way, the partnership is based on the country level and at the level of individual cities. We expect that soon the cities of our countries will sign a memorandum on cooperation between the cities of Almaty and Dubai, which resulted in all areas of cooperation will be established legal basis. These include the development and strengthening of trade and economic relations. It will be implemented jointly through the investment and business projects, exchange of experience in transportation and logistics. The cooperation includes the financial sector, the organization of joint cultural events, promote cooperation in education, tourism and sports. Summarizing, I want to point out that next year marks the 25th anniversary of the establishment of diplomatic relations between the Kazakhstan and the UAE. Tourism is an area in which the United Arab Emirates have reached great heights, and it is not only favorable natural conditions, but it also includes successfully built almost from scratch service system. Kayrat Lama Sharif said that the Emirates' experience in the sphere of tourism is very interesting to Kazakhstan. His Arab friends believe that the pristine beauty of Kazakhstan's nature is a good foundation for the development of tourism in the country. Dubai businessmen show interest in the projects on development of Burabai Tourist Center, as well as the tourism cluster in Almaty and South Kazakhstan region. But so far, the flow of tourists to the Emirates from Kazakhstan greatly exceeds the flow of Emiratis to Kazakhstan. United Arab Emirates are among the three countries that Kazakhs choose as their vacation getaways.
По нашим данным, ежегодно в Эмиратах отдыхает около полмиллиона граждан Казахстана.
According to our data, annually in the Emirates, about 500,000 citizens of Kazakhstan spend their vacation, and some take business trips. So the challenge now is to attract Emirati tourists at our resorts. As you know, Emirati people love to rest abroad, but due to recent events in the Middle East, where there were traditional destinations Sharm el-Sheikh, Lebanon, Syria, and others, they already select other regions where you can spend their family vacation. In this regard, Kazakhstan for them is attractive for several reasons. First of all, 1.5 years ago, we released all Emirates citizens from the visa regime. That is 15 days. You can stay on the territory of Kazakhstan. Secondly, all the airlines, 3 Emirates airlines and our Air Astana perform 30 flights per week.
От визового режима, то есть они 15 дней могут находиться на территории Казахстана. Во-вторых, в настоящее время все авиакомпании, 3 авиакомпании эмиратских и наш Air Казахстан совершает еженедельно 30 рейсов.
In 2017, we will celebrate the 25th anniversary of the bilateral relations between the Republic of Kazakhstan and the United Arab Emirates. Kayrat Lama Sharif characterizes this relationship as highly effective. Without exaggeration, they are friendly, based on a community of people, and the personal friendship between President of Kazakhstan, Nursultan Nazarbayev, and President of the United Arab Emirates, Sheikh Khalifa bin Zayed Al Nahyan.